Lucky to have such dedicated teachers who are seeing that cause, who are able to follow the guidance of such a Mahatma. Let's also bring the fourth one in the family. Please come up. So when he studied, he also took some time. It was not easy for Devian to finish. He took his time. And he also felt, should I really do it? But then he ended up finishing it. It's not easy. He finished it. And now he's also teaching. He's also assessing so many now. And that is very important that we can be assured when we see such youngsters doing it, for our future is in safe hands. Yes or no?
Yes.
It's very important, not adults as we doing it. We grew up in Bharat, we have some connection with it and some natural inclination towards it. But here, in this country, away from Bharat, for us to take this knowledge forward, we need youngsters like this. And we also have sibling here doing this batch. I'm going to finish, and I'm sure she will also be inspired by the parents and the brother, and she will also be a teacher very soon. And we also have here Kamalaji, please come up, and Brahmaji, please come up. So they are also promoting this Bhagavad Gita program in Europe. They themselves have both finished Bhagavad Gita in pronunciation and of course in fluent reading, and they're also helping with the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. They drove all the way from Berlin to be part of this Gita Jayanti celebrations. Let's give them also the Do you have any other teachers here? Any other teachers present?
Initially we have the
Subhashini initially. So she will have to continue. Please come up, Amma. Come up, Subhashini, please come up. Once a teacher, always a teacher. Please come. India. Yes, please come. We'll huh? It's just Gita. Bharat is the teach. His mother. Where is mother? Who is this mother?
Yeah, she's in India.
She's in India.
She also rigorously teaches every day for lots of.
Wonderful. So you should also continue that here, sir. Your mother is teaching. Mother is already setting the standards and she's being a role model. Huh? He's a teacher too. Please recognize, sir. Please come up, sir. Huh? Please come up, sir. You can also say a few words, speak few words, sir. Please come up. Really acknowledge. Please introduce.
We all know.
Keep it close.
Vasudeva Raghavanji, out of Frankfurt, he is a devotional teacher guiding us, all the Indian people, come together and follow our meditation. So, since over a decade, he is in the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, and he encourages all to learn Bhagavad Gita and learn the meanings of Bhagavad Gita. So over a decade, he is conducting the Bhagavad Gita classes and he is explaining the meanings of Bhagavad Gita, and it stands for 4 years. It's not for 1 year, 2 years, it stands for 4 years. So each round is for 4 years and the second round 4 years. So he is encouraging the people to sit for 4 years and learn the meanings of Bhagavad Gita. Sir, Vasanju, please continue to support. Sir, please be on. So he came a little bit late and our program started. So this is our formal warm welcome to Raghavan. Sir, please give a few words of encouragement.
Namaste everyone. So there are a few people in the audience who know me and who have actually been part of my classes. So I'm very honored to be invited on the stage and given some kind of a spotlight. I was told to give a short address But Srikanth ji practically covered all the points that I could have used for my speech. So I'm now having to repeat a lot of what he could have said. First of all, congratulations to all those who have actually memorized 100, 200, whatever shlokas. And it's a very heartening thing to see that very young children are starting to do that. And it's actually very good that you start at a very young age, because when I started learning Bhagavad Gita, of course, in my school, I was fortunate to have learned 1 or 2 chapters. But then when I started seriously memorizing Bhagavad Gita, I was more than 50. So it took me 1.5 to 2 years to memorize all the chapters. I've still not memorized chapter 1. So I can chant from chapter 2 to 18 with memory, but chapter 1 is still eluding me. So the lesson here is, the later you start learning to memorize, the more difficult it is to memorize, and then you also have to be chanting it regularly to make sure that you don't forget. Because the memory cells are getting weaker and weaker as you get old. So the sooner you start and the more frequent you chant, the more likely that you will remember the slokas as you age. And that's very important, because the first 2 chapters that I learned in school were chapter 12 and chapter 14. And even though I had not chanted Bhagavad Gita for almost 35-40 years in between, the moment I started learning again, I started with 12 and 14, and within a week I was able to memorize it from without any book. So even though I learned it when I was maybe 12 years or 13 years, at 55 I was able to recollect the whole thing. So that's the power of learning when you are very young. So it's very, very heartening to see that young children at the age of 8, 10, 12 starting to learn Bhagavad Gita, which is the best thing one can think of. Like Srikanth Dattaji said, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatadamapi siddhanam kaschinmam veti tattvataha. So not everybody in this world tries to come to the spiritual path. Not everybody is successful, even if some people try, they are not very successful. So having come to learn Bhagavad Gita and having memorized so many shlokas shows that you have succeeded in this journey, and it is very important to continue that journey and memorize all the 700 shlokas. And I would go beyond just memorizing the 700 shlokas. It's not just memorizing and repeating. I would encourage all those who have memorized the 700 shlokas to go the next step and learn the meaning, shloka by shloka, word by word meaning, with the guidance of one of the bhashyams written by a parampara acharya, either Shankaracharya's bhashyam or Ramanujacharya's bhashyam. One of the sampradaya bhashyams you have to learn and learn the meaning, and then explore some of the Upanishads, third step, because as Srikanth Dattaji said, Bhagavad Gita is not an independent text. It's a summary of all the Upanishads, digested in one text. So by learning the Upanishads, you are strengthening your foundation of the Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Okay, so learning a few Upanishads and learning the meanings of those Upanishads will strengthen your Bhagavad Gita knowledge and help you, go further. And after you have learned, I would recommend the fourth step. Please go out in the world and teach and spread this knowledge. That is the most important thing that you can do. Everybody can memorize and everybody can chant in their home, in the puja room, but it takes a lot of initiative and energy to go out into the world and teach those who have not yet been initiated into this journey. Encourage them to learn Bhagavad Gita, teach them Bhagavad Gita. Like Srikanth Dattaji again said, Yaimam paramam guhyam madbhakte svabhidavasiti bhakti mayi param vitva mame vaishyatya samshayaha nachatasman manusheshu kaschinme priyakrittamaha bhavita nachame tasmad aniya priyataro bhuvi. So the teacher who teaches Bhagavad Gita is the most favorite person for the Paramatma. So if you teach Bhagavad Gita, then you are assured of moksha. Okay, and if you have learned Bhagavad Gita, then you are also assured of moksha. And in the latest shloka, Bhagavan says, even if you accidentally listen to Bhagavad Gita, you become eligible for the higher lokas in the next Janma. You know, Adhyeshyate cha imam dharmam samvadamaviyoho jnanegyan tenaham ishtasyam iti memati shraddhavan anasuyascha shrunuyadapi onaraha. You don't have to memorize, you don't have to do anything. Just sit in the hall where somebody else is chanting Bhagavad Gita and you listen to it accidentally. That itself, you know, makes you qualified for the higher loka. So that is the glory of Bhagavad Gita. So I think all of you have been very, very fortunate to have been guided into this journey. You have found a good guru. That's also a very good, fortunate thing. Durlabham trayamevaitat devanugraha hetukam. This is Vivek Chodamani. Durlabham trayamevaitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha samshraya. So there are three things which are very, very rare to get as a combination. Okay. Deva anugraha hetukam. You know, you need a lot of divine blessings to get these three in combination. Okay. Manushyatvam. To be born as a human being, that we have all achieved, because you don't have to worry about it, we are all human beings. Then mumukshutvam. The next thing is you must yearn, Y-E-A-R-N, yearn to attain moksha. So that yearning for moksha is the next important qualification. And even with these two, if you don't get your proper guru, Mahapurusha Samshraya, if that doesn't happen, you will have to go to the next Janma. So the fact that all of you have found a guru who has been able to teach you Bhagavad Gita shows that you will fulfill your goal in this life itself. So that's a great blessing. With that, I'll conclude my short note. Thank you so much.
Very, very well spoken, and we could see the passion that he has, being a teacher in the community, dedicating his life for the cause of teaching, and studying particularly in a way that Shastra must be studied, and emphasizing that's how it must be also taught, shows his commitment towards the Shastra, and particularly for Bhagavad Gita. For that, I think we should all give him one more round of applause. So we would like to honor him with a flower bouquet. Thank you so much, sir, for coming and for being part of this Gita Jayanti celebrations and choosing to celebrate this with each of us. It means
My
a lot
honor.
for us.
My honor.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I think we have this event until 6 o'clock, correct?
Yeah.
Huh?